In this session, we learn about another cartilage, that is the thyroid cartilage. As you can see here, it is formed by two lamella. This is one, this is another, and these two lamella are joined here, and this is forming one angle. These two lamella, this is forming one angle. This angle is very much prominent in case of male, which is about 90 degree, and in case of female it is a little higher, that is about 120 degree. And in case of male, this is here, there is one prominence here which is known as Adam's apple, that is basically this thyroid angle. Now, for our descriptive purpose, we have defined this thyroid, divided it into two parts. This is one shield, this is another shield. If we consider each shield separately, we can see it has got one superior border, it has got one inferior border, one anterior border, one posterior border, one outer surface, and one inner surface. Now look at it very carefully. The anterior border of these two shields, they are joined with each other anteriorly, and this is making thyroid angle. And posteriorly, this border, this is prominent in the upper part and in the lower part. These are known as superior and inferior thyroid horn. And now look one thing, the inferior thyroid horn, this is making one joint with this cricoid cartilage, and this is known as cricothyroid joint, and this is one kind of synovial joint. And look at the superior border. If we go anterior to posterior, the superior border is convexo-concave, and look at the inferior border, this is plano-concave if we go from anterior to posterior. Now we learn about its attachment. First, come to the superior border. I have already told you this is the position of the hyoid bone. So from the superior border of this thyroid cartilage, one membrane will go upward like this and will go up to the hyoid bone, and the name of this membrane is thyrohyoid membrane. Look at the lower border. At the median line along, there will be one elastic like this, one cone shaped ligament will be there like this. This is known as conus elasticus. Other than conus elasticus, one muscle will go from this cricoid cartilage up to the lower border of the thyroid cartilage. It has got one straight part and one oblique part. The muscle will be like this, one straight part and one oblique part. As because this is going from cricoid to thyroid, so the name will be cricothyroid muscle. Next, come to the posterior border. What are the muscles will be attached to the posterior border? There will be conjoint insertion of three muscles. What are those? Like this. Suppose these are the three muscles which has conjoint insertion here. These three muscles will be the upper one, this is the palatopharyngeus. The second one, this is salpingopharyngeus, and the third one, this is stylopharyngeus. So these three muscles will join with each other and finally will get its insertion to the posterior border of thyroid cartilage. Next, come to the outer surface. On the outer surface, there will be one oblique line which have made it by blue color like this, which will go downward and forward like this. And here will be attachment of three muscles. What are those? From below upward, one muscle will come from the sternum. From here, this will go like this in both sides. So from sternum, it will going to the thyroid cartilage. So the name will be sternothyroid, this blue one. From there, this continuation will go to the hyoid, from thyroid to hyoid. So this yellow one is thyrohyoid. And what about this green one? This is the inferior constrictor muscle of pharynx. Just behind the larynx, there will be position of pharynx, and the inferior constrictor muscle, it has got two parts. One is thyropharyngeus part, another one is cricopharyngeus part. So the thyropharyngeus part will get its attachment here. So this is about the outer surface. And what about the inner surface? Look here, at the midline, this green one, here there will be attachment of one ligament by which this thyroid cartilage and the epiglottis, there attach like this, and the name of this ligament will be thyroepiglottic ligament. Next, look at this two, this dark blue color, this one and this one, these two are attachment of the vestibular ligament. Just below this, the sky blue, these two are the attachment of the vocal ligament. Beside it, these are the attachment of vocalis muscle, and then these are attachment of the this is known as thyroerythenoideus, this two, and at the lateral most one, this is thyroepiglotticus.